Hi, my name is Jacqueline Rose, and I do not think it's a coincidence that you're here. I think you're meant to be here, so if this message resonates with you, please click like and subscribe to my channel. This channel is about everything spiritual and much, much more. So today I wanted to talk about clairaudience and what it means. Clairaudience means clear hearing. I think that Hollywood portrays it in a different way than it actually happens to me. So I'm going to go through a list of signs that told me that I was clairaudient. Sign number one was the ringing in my ears. I've had ringing in my ears since I was little, and I never really paid attention to what it was until I started to look into me being clairaudient and realizing that went with spirit tuning your ears to the frequency so you're able to hear them more clearly. Also for me, I have told spirit that whenever I do hear ringing in the ears, it's going to be my indication that they're trying to get my attention for something. So sometimes, for instance, I had my ears start ringing, my watch buzz. When I looked at my watch, it was, look, it's 111 right now, people. When I looked at my watch, it was 333. My ears started ringing and my watch buzzed. Okay, I can't believe it just said 111. This stuff happens to me all the time. Anyway, that's crazy. So that was an indication that spirit was trying to get my attention. What was I doing in that moment? So that is an agreement that I made with spirit. So that is the first sign, is the ringing of the ears to catch your attention and tuning to the frequency, because everything is vibrating. So we have to be able to lift our frequency high enough so spirit can actually communicate with us. If we're in a lower level frequency, you mostly will get, maybe this is just my understanding, lower level beings trying to talk to you. So you have to get out of this fear, shame, guilt type of stuff to be able to come up to actually hear spirit. Not that you're better, everybody has different journeys. Okay, so that was the first indication, is the ringing of the ears. The second is when songs will talk to you. Okay, so sometimes the music that I listened to years ago, I had a different meaning in my head to it, and now it is completely different to me. Now it is like speaking to me and trying to help me, especially in situations. I'll be like crying and a song will come on, all of a sudden it's like about my situation. Or I'll think about something and the same thing, the same like words will be repeated on the next song that I hear. Or I'm asking a question and then the next thing on the song will say the rest of like the answer for me. So that's how music can speak to you. I would prefer you listening to higher level music, whatever that may be to you. Anything that promotes happiness and joy and love and all of that type of feeling. If you get that with your music, then you're going to get the answers from spirit from a higher level. Okay, if that makes sense. Also, the way spirit sounds is not what you think. Spirit sounds like, if you were to say tree right now in your head, say tree. That's what spirit sounds like. Now the difference now is that I have discerned my ego from my higher self, and usually my higher self, spirit, whatever you want to say, is communicating with me, is very direct and very confident. My ego isn't so fucking confident. Okay, so that voice that tells me you need to do this is from spirit, from my higher self, from whatever, something above me is telling me do it. And you're like, ah, man, because my ego, it's like two sides, like, ah, man, I don't want to do that shit. That's what it is. That's the discernment, but it sounds like you. If you have a loud inner voice and you talk to yourself, I'm a big talker. I got caught when I was like 9 years old. 9 or 11, I forget, around that age round. I came home and I was mad at some girl on the bus, and my stepdad caught me talking to myself in the mirror. I'm always like talking and thinking, and so that's another sign that you may be clairaudient. If you've ever heard your name whispered, I've had that several times happen to me when I was a kid and even an adult, or hearing things. It's just light, like mutters or whispers. And as I'm in a meditative state or as I'm falling asleep, I hear conversations or like lines of things, and those aren't always in my voice. And those sometimes are in different voices, and it's like scenarios playing out. I've talked about a story about my neighbor one time. I was picturing her. I was falling asleep and I was starting to imagine her and her husband. My clairvoyance came in and I was imagining it, and then I saw her sister, and then I heard and saw the word the Philippines, and then I asked her, and her nephew was going to the Philippines at Christmas. So I heard that voice, but I don't think that was my voice. That was where like two abilities came in together. That happens a lot for me. Also, people will say that you are a good listener, or you're a natural coach, or a natural therapist, or a natural counselor. I think like my best ability, my best trait is being a good friend. Now, I haven't always been the nicest friend in the world. I used to have a lot of my ego when I was younger step forward, and I'd be jealous of a lot of people, and I was judging even my friends. But I've always been a loyal friend, and I've always been very willing to help people and listen to them. And I just am somebody that has always kind of observed others, and always wanted to learn from others. And so I think if you have that attribute, then you may be clairaudient, because people will be drawn to people that are clairaudient to be able to basically channel good advice for them. Because I don't attach to me. I'm not like attached to everything that I say. I definitely consider myself as a channel, and that I am here on this earth to help others heal. And I don't attach to it. Like, the character of Jacquline is so fucking cool because she, is who I am. It's just I am a vessel. I'm a vessel for love and healing. And so if you feel that safe, if you resonate with what I just said, you may be clairaudient yourself. I think for so long that I had this notion of what a psychic or a medium looked like, and the way that they saw things and heard things, and it's different for everybody. But for me, it's like a knowing, it's like a push, it's like a feeling, it's like a song, it's like this voice inside of you that's just saying, the best way to happiness is through love. And I just wanted to explain my kind of version of what clairaudient is and what it looks like to me, and maybe help somebody on their journey, and they can realize, hey, I'm clairaudient too. I have this inner voice, and everybody comes to me and ask for my counsel, and these songs talk to me. And I've had Three Little Birds, the song, come up for me so many times in the most random ass, or I'll see the word, or my best friend will hear that damn song right when he's at a time of need, or one of his friends' daughters passes away, and she hears that song and it brings her peace. It's like all of these like links that like everything's connected and everything is talking to us. That's clairaudient. You just have to pick up on when spirit or the universe is trying to send you a message. Never brush it off as a coincidence. It's always a message. Much love.